Hello everyone, this is Angel Crusher with another Raid Shadow Legends video. Today we're going to be talking about all things arena, and that is how I farm arena medals every week. Now I'm utilizing a very fast Double Hegemon team that also features Arbiter and Trunda. And I use this team because it's incredibly consistent, incredibly fast, and lets me speed through and farm as many medals as possible. So let's get right into it and enjoy Double Hegemon destroying people in the arena. So we're going to start off by jumping right in and getting some battles under our belt. So this is right after reset at the beginning of the week, and there are some rather easy teams that you will notice, but there's also some very hard teams as well, so it kind of balances out. But very quickly, Hegemon, Trunda cleans up at the end. And that's pretty much how every battle is going to go. The first two Hegemons go, do tons of damage, usually wipe out 1 to 2 players, and then Trunda cleans up at the very end. The only exceptions for that being is sometimes you have to play them out when there's a Tormin, and then sometimes you have to play it out when there's a Skull Crown, just because you have to get her debuff off, or debuff rather her unkillable buff. But other than that, I auto 95% of every battle. And as you can see, like they do great damage and it goes through very quickly. Most fights are over in under 10 seconds. Once again, going in, bam, bam, Trunda cleans up. 5-second fight. And that is how most of your arena battles are going to go with this team. Now, these are probably some of my best geared characters, but I did that specifically because of how powerful they are and how quickly I can go through and do these battles. And it's rather fun because there's not many teams that I'm afraid to fight. I'm just going to go right down the list and fight every team available. And as you can see, bam, bam. Sometimes they'll get a turn here and then Trunda just cleans up right afterwards. So this Mountain King has a lot of hit points, so this one might last a little bit longer, but not much. Hegemon 117,000, 94,000. And both my Hegemon are geared for damage, as you can tell, because they hit rather hard. But I also have them decent accuracy as well. I think one is in the 350 range and the other one's close to 300. So it's not super top end when it comes to fighting high-end platinum teams, but it gets the job done most of the time. One of my Hegemon is sped very fast, and the other one is fairly slow. I won't go into the exact speeds because I know most of my opponents. I keep a list of other Hegemon that I know that I'm faster than, and I try to update that frequently just so I know which Hegemons are safe to fight against and which ones are usually just defeat. Because in Hegemon versus Hegemon battles, usually whichever Hegemon goes first wins. Especially if you're built for damage, like mine are. Like if I'm faster, my first Hegemon just kills their Hegemon, so it doesn't really matter if I lock them out or not. In most cases, there are some cases where they'll survive it, and in which case then you just hope that you get the lockout. So either way, you're doing well if you get the lockout or if you kill them outright. Once again, Hegemons took out the entire team. No one else got a turn. So these are super quick little battles you go through, especially after reset every Monday, when all the teams in Gold 4 are kind of on the lower tiered. You can just go through and you start fighting them. So I'm going to let this play through for a little bit, let you see some. I'll speed them up a little bit so you can see some battles, and then we'll see exactly how fast they can go. bonus, I'm going to show you another area where Hegemon is absolutely insane, and that is stage 20 of Faction Wars for Knight Revenant. Now, he's not very good at stage 21. You need very specific champs to get through there and defeat the boss. However, when you're just farming glyphs on a weekly basis, stage 20 is where you want to farm just because it's so much easier and so much faster, and that is where Hegemon really shines. So let's get right into that and show you exactly how good he is. Now, going through stage 1, which is normally, this is a very difficult first round for a lot of teams, Hegemon shines. He just completely locks all the War Mothers out so they never get to use their bombs, and along with him and Mighty Creative Monster stunning, like they just never get a turn. And you'll see that on almost all 3 waves. They just rarely ever get any chance to act at all because they lock all the abilities out, stun people, and just do a phenomenal job. And it's very quick speed run for stage 20 as well. I think I finished this in almost a minute and a half or less almost every time. That's how fast these Hegemon can come in here and get the job done. As you can see, they're not even getting a turn for the most part. They're going down very quickly. This is another round that for some factions is very hard. All those Longbeards can do a lot of damage, but not with Hegemon on the team locking them out of their A3s. And this is another stage where the Warlord can be difficult, especially with the 2 Man-Eaters casting the Unkillable buff, but it does not matter. Once again, Hegemon locks them out, keeps them under control, and they die very quickly. So dead, dead, dead. It looks like this is going to be less than a minute and a half run. So yeah, that is Hegemon in Faction Wars. So I hope everyone enjoyed watching a video of Double Hegemon, Trunda, and Arbiter in action. It's a very fast team that's fun to play and allows you to farm the Great Hall medals very quickly. As for Great Hall, I've progressed fairly far in the game in the Great Hall. Like I've been working on it since the very beginning. However, I still have a very long way to go. These 8 and up is very hard to get when you're looking for 900 or 1,000 every single time you need an upgrade. So I'm going to be working primarily on Void Affinity for the foreseeable future to increase the power of my team, since 3/4 of it is Void Affinity for the most part, and that should allow me to farm metals even faster. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll have more videos coming out very soon. Thank you, and you have a great day.